Hello and welcome, my lovely Cancer. Cancer, I have a new deck. It's the Beautiful Creatures deck, and this is your card in Tarot, the Chariot. It is the card of motion with free will. Everybody is dying to be in motion right now, aren't we all? But you have full control. And you know where you're going. Ooh, all right. Cancer, this is your weekly energy, intuitive, and card reading for the week of November 18th through 24th, 2019. Remember, time is merely a pretense. These could be past, present, or future energies and or lessons. This is a general reading for my lovely Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising, House positions, cross-watchers welcome. However, it still will not apply to all. Do hang around for the entirety of the reading, because I always have messages, general messages pop up. Or sometimes random lines of messages pop up for everyone. So what kind of energy are we working with? Okay, if you haven't watched my November 13th daily reading, please check that out. It'll talk about the full moon hangover that we are all struggling from. My hair is a bit weird today, right now. It's just, I have a headache. I feel that change of energy. I feel the change of the messages coming to you. Not a lot of love messages this week right now because everybody's going through it. And it's that Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. Not a lot of technical troubles, not a lot of public troubles like we did in Leo season, but more likely a lot of emotional, deep things rising up to the surface and having to deal with them. And of course, when you do, you won't have to do it again. So try not to ignore them. And then we also have Sagittarius, so that'll go direct. And then finally we can move forward. And then Sagittarius season begins on the 24th, I believe, on Friday, so a couple days later. So we'll be able to get into that happy-go-lucky, ready to celebrate the holiday, last fire sign for 4 months kind of energy, 5 months till Aries. The next time we see a fire sign will be my sign season, so get ready for a little restful holiday season. All right, I'm just going to ask Spirit, what do you need to know? What energies are going to hit you this week, and then what do we need to know about them? And then I'm going to try and pull love cards from this deck, but it seems to just be backing up the tarot reading right now. So, me being the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling. And so, with unconditional love and, of course, gratitude. And so I thank you now, of course, for all your likes, your subscribes, your comments, booking your personal readings, your tips, donations. You guys have really supported the channel and the messages that have come across. I do hope they've done you well. I know they have, because you guys have told me so. And I do love the relationship. I didn't expect it to be this wonderful, you guys. All right, what does Spirit have coming in for us? Or what is coming in for us this week for my darling, darling Cancers? See if we can get your chariots moving. All right, what do I have there? Oop, those are... I have the Emperor in reverse. Could have an Aries in your energy not doing so well. Could be a little empire building that you're not paying attention to, letting things get out of control, a little out of energy. A King of Cups in reverse. Somebody just not saying I love you. Okay. Somebody just not saying I love you. Yeah, 10 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Wands upright. Interesting spread here, my darlings. But first we have the Emperor in reverse, could be an Aries, and then the King of Cups next. I'm sorry, this King of Cups was in reverse. Because this King of Cups tells me somebody is out of sorts, out of control. And that's because they haven't said they love somebody else yet. This feels like Cancer, this is you King of Cups, and you are withholding energy, withholding love messages, withholding revelations perhaps from an Aries. It just seems like... yeah, you're just not right now. And it's, what are you withholding? It feels like you're withholding from an Aries, or you're withholding getting into a bit of a relationship with somebody. You're withholding an I love you is what it really feels like with that. And it feels like maybe it's because you want some alone time or something, but I think it's because you see that this is always a fight. It always feels like the last one too. But it never is. It's not really a 10 of Cups situation for you. And it's something you know in water and fire, kind of like Mercury retrograde season. Very water and fire, Mars and Scorpio. Mars is ruled by Scorpio kind of thing. And you feel that. It always feels like the last battle, and it never is. And So this time you're going to skip the part where you guys make up and then eventually come into another one of these battle. 10 of Cups in reverse. Things aren't going well. You're being bratty and difficult right now. It feels like you're getting out of that. And willingly, quite willingly. You don't even need the advice from Spirit for it. It's just like, it's not, if it's a love relationship, you've been done with it for a while. Emotionally, no, you haven't really been done with it. What happens is it has that energy of like, oh, we're together now, everything's great, and then all of a sudden we're fighting and now we're breaking it up again. You know, oh, it's gonna be the last time we fight, but you know it's not. It never is the last time. All right, kind of pulling advice from Spirit. Oh, the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, this is putting you. The reason it's putting you in reverse is because it's not, I also have the Taurus in reverse here, but Cancer, the Chariot in reverse is you in reverse. It's you not doing well. And the reason you're not doing well is because you're having to let go of the traditional deal. And this is kind of reiterating what I just said, is that when you guys come together, this in and out energy, you know, and then eventually everything's very hot and passionate, but then it cools down, and then eventually you guys are fighting again. It's very non-traditional, and with the Hierophant in reverse, and you thought it could work, but it's really just, it can't work when you guys stay together. It's like you guys aren't meant to be together for long periods of time. So you either need to accept that or need to just let it go into something you really want, Cancer, which is some kind of long-term, more stable thing. And you don't have that right now with this person. You haven't yet acknowledged that that's exactly the problem. You guys are still just paying attention to your individual petty fights. And you keep getting over those issues, and maybe even coming around to truces and understandings that bring you back together for another short period, but then you blow up again in each other, on each other. It's just, and it seems really passionate and really fired up, but it's wounding. It's wounding. I don't know where that came from, the cards, but that's could be from somebody who says it's wounding. I'm going to pull advice from Spirit, because it's just saying that this is just an in and out relationship that it's extreme in and out relationship. It's not just occasionally hooking up. This is like seriously trying to make it work over and over again, but it still results in the same fight. It kind of has that Tim Burton, Elizabeth Taylor feeling. 8 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Okay, you just want to walk away and end it as fast as possible. It's passionate, it's fiery, but you know, it's really just a fight is kind of what you want to do. You're going to make a new goal and you're just going to run towards it, and it's going to help you get away from this person, Cancer. You're just going to start, because what you don't, I don't even think you really love this person anymore. I think it's just about the passion, and even though you come together and it feels great when you're together, it doesn't support any of your long-term goals or dreams, so it's not even that igniting you anymore. It's not supporting those things, so it's like, it's not really love anymore either. And it's kind of that sense of, Spirit is saying just make a new goal. This is advice from Spirit. Make a new goal and stop the fighting. And I don't think this is to make a goal to stop the fighting. I think this is just let this one go. You know, catch and release kind of thing. And it's this doesn't feel like a long-term relationship. If you're in a long-term marriage or what have you, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like it could even be a work relationship or a whatever. It's not necessarily a romantic sex relationship. It's kind of, because I didn't even talk about anything sexy or naked like that. It's more like when you guys come together, you may write amazing music, but it always ends up in a big blowout, you know, Beatles breaking up moment. So it's it's time to kind of like stop the whole business of it. And you've tried. You can't say you didn't try, and that person will not be able to say, the other person will not be able to say you did not try. Everyone knows. It's a little public even almost, that you guys do come into these occasional moments of just fight. Yeah, ending. Oof, you're ending this love. you're ending this love, you're ending this partnership. Like I said, I do have hearts here, but it doesn't necessarily mean love, but you're ending it. It's too painful, and it kills your abundance. It puts swords in your abundance. It just kills the crop, kind of thing. Yeah, it just does. It doesn't even feel, like I said, it's just, if it is a love relationship when you were hoping for marriage, that boat had sailed long ago. You knew that was never this wasn't gonna be long term. So it's kind of like it's time. Even with this 8 of Diamonds, eights can be about timing and balancing that, and it is it's time kind of thing to end it, because there's too many painful parts to it to make it worthwhile as it is now, Cancer. It's like if you stay in this energy too long. I have the Entrepreneur card, the Jack of Diamonds in reverse. That's okay. That's gonna be what makes you brave, what holds you down. You have a little business or a little adventure, a little value that you have been neglecting a little bit, that you maybe need to get to. This could always be an apology card, but no, it feels more like something you need to get to, because the cards that follow say that's what's going to make you brave about this separation, and it's going to give you a public victory as well. It's going to bring you back into a bit of power, about a spiritual energy. You're going to see that the passion is elsewhere, and oh yeah, you're going to see the passion is elsewhere, and wherever this kind of venture leads you, that's going to kind of, like I said, it's going to give you a little bravery. It's going to be able to help you to stand your ground, make you feel a little more solid on your legs. The 6 of Wands, yeah, it's going to be a public victory, and wherever this victory happens, that's where new love is going to come in, because I asked Spirit for love messages in these cards, and this is kind of what you have to get through. First, kind of flip over your little entrepreneurial business or your little income situation. Get that a little more stable. Do something with that. Put a little passion into that, because when you come into this public victory, that's where the new love is going to be. It's even like a party. It's even like a party where you feel like you should be wearing a red dress, which I know is not Cancer, but it feels like kind of like that kind of night, or those, the high heels kind of night. For a lady, or just, I might wear a tie or a jacket tonight, kind of for a gent. Definitely a very, I gotta put myself together kind of night. Don't forget, we have the holiday parties coming up, so this could be sooner than later. Good luck with that, Cancer. Yeah, love is elsewhere, and this is whatever you guys are playing with here. And I don't even think it's gonna break you up as much as you think. All right, Cancers, thank you for sharing your energy with me. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip or donate, or book a personal reading. Information in the box below. And have a very great week, my lovely, lovely Cancers.